welcome to the House of Hyjinx podcast, the podcast where I talk to people you know or people you should know. We're live here in the Dirty Angel Studios doing our thing, having a little bit of fun, playing around here and going live. Feels good to be here. I got my favorite producer back there doing her thing. What's up, DJ Wild Child?
What's up? What's up?
Got her back there in the back doing her thing, handling the boards. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I really like being on the producer side of this, so that's cool.
Okay. I like having you here. Makes it fun. So, well, it's always fun, but any chance we get to work together, is always fun.
I agree.
Okay. Yeah, we're just here in the studio, gonna talk about things that's going on, happening in the world of comedy
Yes.
and beyond.
Okay.
You know, um, you can just close that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Playing around back here.
Okay. Wild Child's back there in the booth playing
All right.
around.
But yeah, let me let you do your do.
Yeah. I want to talk about. I think I want to talk about something that people don't normally talk about, and that's festivals.
Mm-hmm.
And I think uh, the producers of festivals and the patrons of festival performers should really have an understanding to make sure everything runs smoothly. Because a lot of these festivals we're traveling out of town to go to, so make sure things are set in stone. You know,
Yeah. We get a lot of feedback from comics telling us about other festivals.
yeah.
How do you feel when you hear that we have one of the best run festivals that they've been to?
It feels good, because I know we're up against a lot of festivals out there, and ones that's been around longer than us, and that are super established, world renowned. So to be told that we have one of the top festivals to attend to perform in, I just think it says a lot about what we put into our festival, the time, the effort, the research, and all the thought we put into it really shows at the end of the day.
Yes. What I will say, even though I have seen some comic run festivals,
Uh-huh.
the fact that you are a comic, I think, brings a lot to it. And the difference between you and other comics that run festivals are that you actually care about comics.
I'm a comics comic.
Yeah. There
You know?
are many comics who literally only care about themselves
Yeah,
and they don't have a lot of respect for their peers. And you can see that when they produce things.
yeah. And I, me, I respect all comics that I work with. Cause my thing is, if I didn't respect you, I wouldn't work with you. You know, that's one thing about me. All money ain't good money. Like I don't have to accept every gig or thing that's thrown my way because I need the money or I need the exposure or I need anything like that. I only do it if I respect the person that's doing the show. I gotta respect the people on the lineup. Or sometimes I don't even care about the lineup because my feeling towards another comic is not gonna stop me from doing what I'm hired to do. You know? So but I if I don't respect the producer of the show, I'm probably not going to do the show. You know,
Yes.
in some, especially
Yes.
if I'm the headliner, I want a lot of say. Not a lot of say in the show, but I want to at least have a little bit of know who's in the lineup.
Right.
You know, I'm not going to say I don't want this person in, but it'd be I just want you to have a cohesive show.
Do you think a lot of producers think about that when they're putting together their lineups?
I think some do, some don't. Some they just
Generally
look at.
speaking.
Generally speaking, I think no.
Okay.
I think they're just looking at the numbers. For comedy now, it's all a numbers game. Thanks to social media and all the platforms, now comedy is a numbers game. You know, so when people book shows, they're saying, "Oh, this guy has 2,000, but this guy has 1.5 million. So we're going to get this guy that has 1.5 million on. So I think now it's a numbers game, which I guess that's fair, but I don't, to me,
Do you think that should not be the only metric?
it shouldn't be, but it is. It's sad.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
for
that's
me.
what I'm saying.
Not for how we
It's
do
not
it.
like we're old school people that are hating on social media and the new way that some folks come into things.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to have more than that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a very good example with a current event, and you can answer the question. A couple weeks ago, there was an award show, and two reality stars who have a podcast and have their own fan base. You know me, I'm a reality show person.
Right.
I am a fan of one of the women.
Mm-hmm.
They got a huge opportunity to work on the red carpet, and they did not do well at all. So people were like, this is what happens when you are plucking people from social media and reality shows and don't have the journalism background. So how do you feel like that in regards to comedy? Like, you've seen social media people get booked for shows, and they're maybe not be that funny. So what is your opinion on that?
I think still at comedy, we as comedians should still be trying to put the work in. If you're mainly leaning on the internet to get you followers, and like, that's corny to me. I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. I love the internet, and I'm using this platform, but this is not how I would perfect my comedy. This is not how I would hope I would get booked from. I would hope somebody would come and see me and be like, yo, this guy is funny, and like not be like, oh, he only has this many followers, but he kills every room he goes into. It doesn't matter how many followers, by the time he gets off that stage, he's gonna have a new set of followers. So your numbers don't mean nothing. If you're an old school comic and you're open mics and you're working on things and that's how you do it, then, that's how your grind's going to be. But just booking somebody because they have numbers, and I don't think I'm not going to judge because I don't think I've went and seen any internet comedian live. I've heard a lot of things, but I'm not going to go off of word of mouth because I'm one of those people. I want to see it for myself to see so I can judge. And when I judge it, it's coming from an honest place. So I haven't got an opportunity. And there's a couple that I'd go see, even though I don't go watch a lot of stand-up comedian. There's a couple comedians that have blown up from the internet that I might go see, just to see. No, I'm not going to drop names.
Okay.
But it's a couple that I will go see. And it's only just to see if the hits on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook are actually matching up with the stuff. And then I'd have a lot of questions too, like, do you have writers? Do you have people in the room with you when you're writing your stand-up? Because I don't. I wish I could have writers, and I've actually thought about that, bringing some people along, not necessarily writers, but to bounce stuff off of. Mm-hmm. But I've never done that. So, like, I have a lot of questions. So.
Yeah, well, I don't know who the people are, so.
I don't know. I guess I would, let me think. I guess I would want I guess King Bach. I would want to go see to see if it resonates, because I've seen a couple of his stand-up clips, and he's funny. I'm not hating. He's funny.
They're called King Bop.
King Bach, I think Bach.
Got you, Bach. Got it.
And I guess Country Wayne. He's one I've heard a lot about too, that I would like to go see perform to see if, because I am a semi-fan of his clips. I like his clips.
Okay.
That he has out. But
I've at least heard of him. I've never heard of Bach.
Oh, he's been on movies. Like, he was in what's I know it's whack, but no. He was in was that Chris? What's the white boy? He was in the God, I can't even think of the white boy. I see his face and everything. The singer came up under Usher, the white boy.
Oh, Justin Bieber?
Yeah, he was in the Justin Bieber video.
Oh, the one you okay.
The
Got it.
one he's
I remember
with,
you pointing him out to me.
with Drake. I
Yeah.
think it's a Drake
Yeah,
video.
I remember you
He's in
pointing that
that
out to me.
video, and he's
Okay.
in a couple movies. He's actually been in a couple movies. His acting he's good.
Okay.
He's a good actor, but I've never seen his stand up.
Mm-hmm.
So he's one person I would like to go see. Him and Country Wayne.
Okay. Those are good examples. I have to follow Country Wayne more. Maybe I'll follow both of them and see.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I follow him.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I'm a comedian that can admit I'm a fan. I'm glad that they're doing it. Get your money, man. Grind.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? By any means, get it.
Yes.
But I just wondered if I think the game would have been totally different for comedians that I've seen in the past if they would have had social media
Mm-hmm.
at their fingertips.
Mm-hmm.
Because you think about somebody, you think like if we would have had YouTube when Red Fox was doing stand up, when Richard Pryor was doing stand up,
Mm-hmm.
when Eddie Murphy Raw, when all that came out, could you imagine what these comedians could have did with the social media?
Yeah, but on the
platforms?
backlash side, I feel like it would have just got nitpicked and thought piece wrote about, and we wouldn't have been able to enjoy it because people would have just been tearing it apart.
You don't think we would have got to see the best of those comics if the internet would have been around?
No, I think they did just fine.
Okay.
I think they did quite fine without the internet. Quite fine.
But do you think the game would have been different? Like, with
It
the
might have been
internet-
different to the point where, like, especially a Richard Pryor,
Mhm.
it might have backfired on him, honestly. That's what I'm saying. He might have went the way of, like, what's the guy's name? Dick Gregory.
Oh, okay.
Like, he was the chosen one, but Cosby got his because he was so commercial and white people liked him.
Yeah, okay.
So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it could go either way.
Yeah, it might
could
shot
been
them in the foot.
Yeah, it could have been super great or
Yeah.
been like,
'Cause we really would have saw a lot of their antics. We hear about them now,
yeah.
but like, can you imagine hearing about all the coke binges that Richard Pryor was on and this and on Sunset? But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I guess you're right. I guess the internet came around when it was supposed to come around.
I that's my opinion.
Yeah, I feel that because I've said it plenty of times. If the internet would have been around when I was younger, we probably wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation.
Yeah.
I definitely would have incriminated myself several times and been in jail.
Yeah.
And just because I've been doing it to be cool and like, oh man,
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna say
Yeah.
thank you, internet, for not being around during my childhood.
Yeah. I think we know too much. I mean, I think we all loved Eddie Murphy, and then this whole thing is he has a trans sex worker or something, and then that's just what we're talking about.
Yeah.
He's the butt of the joke now, and we forgot about all his accomplishments, and
And so,
that's silly to me.
yeah. And so when you're on top, you're on top. But when you come down, you see
They
who is
love it,
really
yeah.
on your side.
As I
when
said,
you come down.
people love to build you up, and they like a good falling down too.
Yeah. And that's why
They like to humble folks.
you got to remember, live by those words. The same people you see on the way up, you'll see on the way down.
Yes.
And trust me, on the way down, nobody's going to put their hand out to catch you because you bypassed all of them. You pulled nobody up with you. So, so that's why, even with the things that we do with our platforms that we have, we try to build people up
Yes, we do.
and try to pull people up with us.
Yes, we do.
This studio is open to everybody on my team.
Yes.
You know, people, you got an idea, you want to come to the studio and do something, let's go.
It's yours, right?
Let's do it.
We've always been that way.
Yeah. You know? So, I mean, you know, so people out there, if you ever want to come to a studio and do something, come here. I'm looking forward to the things we got coming up.
We have so much.
We got Burning the Table getting ready to come around. We got, you know, we're going to be doing more of this House of Hyjinx podcast next Sunday.
We're looking to schedule interviews.
Yeah, I got Q coming in next Sunday.
Okay, good.
For an interview. He's going to sit down with me in studio, go over some of his new music, some of the new things he's doing, and talk about that. And he's going to come in and reach out. There's a couple people I want to reach out to.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna, there's a couple people. I'm actually, as soon as we finish this, I'm gonna send out some texts because there's a couple people I want to get in here at studio to interview, to talk to.
Yeah, because Friday was really, really cool.
Yeah.
Out of Portland inaugural shoot.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was good giving you the chance to, like, I love that you want to be a part of it, you know, more behind the scenes and learn.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I appreciate you doing that. You know.
Yeah, like I said, I appreciate the opportunity. I know we have a lot of stuff going on, and people might not like, you know, you want your own thing, or I want my own thing, but I like the fact that we can still help here and there with each other's projects, even if they're not with us
necessarily in it.
Necessarily, but it's still a Dirty Angel production.
That's why we're going to be doing more stuff down here. Like I said, you know, Esau and Armand are going to be working on the podcast that they want to do together. Like I said, I'm going to continue doing the House of Hyjinx with more interviews, live interviews, and remote interviews.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we're going to be doing a lot more of that. Like I said, Burning the Table will be down here. And I actually thought about something me and Q were talking about, where we set up your DJ booth and get some MCs, and we have, like, the basement.
Oh,
type deal with freestyle.
Cypher,
you know what I'm saying?
yes.
Ciphers. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to be setting up something like that where we're going to have ciphers down here.
I'm excited about that. That was Q's idea?
Yeah. You know, get a couple rappers down here, play some beats, and just have a cipher.
Yeah. I vote for that.
So, yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of things. So just keep up with us. Make sure you're subscribing to the Real Hyjinx page and also Dirty Angel Entertainment page, because we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. We're going to have our own, you know.
Yeah. Let's talk about new things. Upcoming. Let's talk open mics.
Yeah, we do have a new open mic starting up here next Sunday. Matter of fact, it'll be at Sundown Pub up in St. John's from 7 to 9. Me and DJ Wildchild, we're going to have live music. Not live music, but DJ Wildchild playing the music. And we're going to have some comics come up there doing their thing. It's going to be a lot of fun, so you should definitely check
Back
that
to
out.
the basics.
Yeah.
Back to the basics.
So we're going to be doing that, you know, and just a lot of things, like, you know, we're going to be up for. I'm handling business. We're always working. We can't stop working. Oh, man.
What's up?
Oh, nothing.
How do you feel about starting a new mic in a new place?
I feel it's kind of feels good and kind of, you know, overwhelming, knowing we've been in the same place, doing the same open mic for almost 12 years at the same location, and to not be doing that mic and doing something else is overwhelming, but I'm happy, and I'm happy for just a new chapter and what Dirty Angel has coming up. So,
agreed. Hopefully St. John's treats Dirty Angel well. We're looking forward to the new hood.
Yeah, you know, I think it's so crazy. I think that might be the only area that we haven't really
touched,
occupied, or did something in.
For real.
Just us. I mean, we've probably been a part of something up there where we were working with other people, but we have never, Dirty Angel as a team has never done anything up that way. So this is just a new opportunity, a new chapter to do some things. You know, a lot closer to, I think it's a little closer to the people that we would more
I agree.
want to be involved with
I
in the
agree.
neighborhoods
Yep, I
and
agree
everything.
100%.
So I think that's gonna be good for us.
I agree.
So
Anything else you want to talk about or hit before we wrap up?
I know I just wanted to get on here, go live, and talk about a few things. And just remember, we're gonna be doing this probably live every Sunday.
Yeah,
We'll be
at
coming
least.
on every Sunday. Make sure you tune in for the House of Hyjinx podcast, where we'll be talking to people you know or people you should know. Next Sunday, we'll be right back here with my man Q. He's a local music artist from right over in Vancouver doing this thing. He'll be bringing in some of his new music, talk about some of his upcoming things he has going on, and a new project that me and him will be working on coming up hopefully this summer, by this summer, the things, so looking forward to that.
Wow.
But yeah, make sure you tune in. We're going to be doing this pretty much every Sunday. We're going to be coming in and going live. But just log into our channel. Make sure you subscribe to it's going on down at the bottom of the screen right there. Make sure you subscribe to Dirty Angel Entertainment and the Real Hyjinx page to keep up with what we're doing and where we're going to be at next. The many things and our many podcasts and stuff that we got going on. Merch coming soon too. I know y'all.
Yes.
I know you beat the
Merch
shirt.
coming soon. Check out
Merch
the EBT
coming.
video.
Yeah, please. Yeah, like I said, go subscribe to the pages. Check out some of the shorts and some of the clips that we got coming up, and just keep up with everything we got going on. All right. Well, this has been a fun go round. Again, thank y'all for tuning in. If you tuned in and you watched this, just remember to keep up, leave a comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends to tune in. Again, thank you, DJ Wild Child, for doing your thing behind the booth back there and being the God voice and all that. I really appreciate you.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
All right. We're gonna cut out of here, but thank y'all so much for tuning in. We'll be back next Sunday, House of Hyjinx. Remember, the podcast where I'm talking to people you know or people you should know. Thank you for tuning in, and see y'all next Sunday, y'all. Peace.